I'm here with Giovanni Oliveras, and he is our designated new rider. And we're here to talk about what you do after you get your first motorcycle. You know, what does it take to become a better motorcyclist? You know, what it's like to be a new rider, and where things go from here. So I guess we'll start by what made you decide to get into motorcycling?
Pretty much what made me get into motorcycling was back in 2009. I opened a UFC magazine, and I saw on the first page an advertisement for a Harley-Davidson Iron 883. And the first time I saw that bike, I was like, man, I have to get that sometime soon. And that's pretty much the motivation for me to get into motorcycling.
So when did you finally decide to take the rider training class?
Yeah, it was last year. My brother told me about a boot camp for Harley-Davidson last year in August. And he told me like, hey, let's sign up and check it out. So that's pretty much where we started off.
You've mentioned Harley a couple times, but I see you here riding a Honda CBR 300R. Explain to me how you went about getting that bike.
When I started doing my research, you know, I was looking into the Kawasaki Ninja 300. You know, I had a lot of good reviews for a good starter bike. But then I also saw that Honda was barely coming out the CBR 300, you know, first time in the year. So, you know, once I saw it, I thought it looked nice, especially that paint job right here, the matte black with the yellow stripes. And since I do own a 2009 Honda Civic, and I know how reliable that car has been for me, you know, never giving me any problems, I decided to go with the Honda just for reliability and the looks as well.
And so, how many miles do you have on your bike?
Close to 6,000 already.
Really? And
yeah.
How long?
In 8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And I guess since you've ridden that many miles in that short a time, you're probably thinking motorcycling's not for you.
No. For sure, I see it something that I'm gonna, you know, go by for the rest of my life.
So you got, you know, almost 6,000 miles on your bike in a pretty short time. What do you think are the next things you're gonna start doing with your bike?
I think more than likely start wrenching on the motorcycle. I do want to learn all the mechanics behind the bike, so, you know, definitely that way I don't want to take it to the dealership all the time to get the work done. I want to do it myself. So, you know, just have that pleasure of working on it myself.
You know, basic maintenance is a great place to start. Things like oil change, you know, brake pad change, lubing and adjusting your chain, all those things that you need to keep your bike in good running order. And it gives you the skills and allows you to acquire the tools a little at a time if you need to. And it gets you started in a great way. So the other day, we went and got you set up with some proper riding gear, and I wanted to see what you thought about wearing, you know, vented leather and armor and all of that today. How did it feel?
Actually, I felt a little more protected with the leather for sure, as compared to the mesh jacket that I have that I usually use. Leather definitely feels a lot more comfortable. A little hot, but at least the ventilation helps out, especially on this hot day like today that we have.
The other night we went to Cook's Corner, and today we went to the Rock Store. This is your first time at two of these, you know, major motorcycle hangout type places. What did you like the best about these gatherings?
I think seeing all the motorcycles in the parking lot. Usually I'm used to hitting up other parking lots and nothing but cars, and it's rare to see one motorcycle out there. So, you know, that's definitely for sure the main thing that I like, seeing other motorcycles.
Well, I saw you talking to a bunch of people down at the Rock Store. It seemed like you were getting to know some folks. Maybe you start coming out here on the weekends, or go to another motorcycle hangout that's a little closer to where you live. And if what happened to me is typical, and I think it is, I went to the same place enough weekends in a row, and I began to know people, and we started hanging out. So you definitely started the right way by taking a motorcycle safety class. Do you have any interest in getting any further education in riding and take any more classes or track days or anything like that?
For sure, I do want to take the advanced riders course. I know that's something that, you know, when I took the basic rider course there, they told me, you know, after maybe like some short time that you have on the motorcycle, definitely look into that. So for sure, I will take that. I would want to go to a track day as well, and even dirt riding. That's something I really do see myself doing in the future.
I'd say that he's definitely hooked.
For sure.
I've really enjoyed hanging out with you for a few days and getting to know you better and seeing how you ride and all that. I think you're off to the right start by taking a class and getting proper gear and buying a bike that you can handle easily and pick up if it falls over. And, you know, all those things, I think that you're definitely approaching it the right way. It's been nice getting to know you, and I look forward to keeping in touch with you over time and see how your riding is progressing.
I definitely enjoyed hanging out with you guys, you know, seeing what goes on behind the scenes and all that. So it's definitely a fun experience that I had so far.
It's been a lot of fun.
Same here.
Take care. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely go check out the article on Motorcycle.com because there's a lot more information that would apply to new riders in terms of safety gear and maintenance and getting to know other riders. Check it out. I think you'll really be impressed.